All right, and that's not a lot of time because we need to reboot Windows for this first one. This is the rename sticky key exploit. In this 5-minute hack, I've forgotten the password to this VM and I want to get in. So we're going to restart it into safe mode by holding the shift key and restarting it. All right, we are now in recovery mode for Windows, and we're going to choose the troubleshoot option, and we're going to choose an advanced option, and we're going to open up the command prompt. Now, you might notice that we're on the X drive, and we need to make some changes to the C drive. So we are going to copy a file that is located on the C drive. The file that we're interested in is the sticky keys file, which is sethc.exe. And we're just going to make a backup of it here. So we're going to put in the exact same thing. All right, now that I've made a backup of the sticky keys executable, we can replace the original sticky keys executable with anything we want. And we're going to replace it with command prompt.
I like it.
And yes, we want to overwrite. All right, now that we've done that, we can exit and we can continue to boot Windows normally.
Okay, so just so to understand, you rebooted the Windows operating system without the password. You've done something through CMD. We still don't know what the password is.
We still don't know what the password is, but now if we try to invoke the sticky keys by pressing Shift 5 times, instead of sticky keys popping up like it did on our host system, on the VM, we now see that the command prompt has popped up. I've got an admin shell open now. I could do whatever I wanted to on the system, like add a user, make that user an administrator. I could remove users. I could move files, anything we want.
You rebooted the computer, still don't know what the password is. What you've got it to do now is give you an admin shell, basically like root or admin on the system. Do whatever you want. All you needed to have was physical access to the device so you could do this.
Excellent. Yep. And ThreatLocker can prevent this in a number of different ways. But I've only got 5 minutes, so I'm just going to show you my favorite one here, which is our defense against configuration check for this exact exploit where the sticky keys executable has been renamed. It looks to see if you have a detect policy for that exploit, and if you do, it passes. And that is a default policy, as you can see here, across all of ThreatLocker. And if we look in the response center and we do a refresh, we can see that an alert came up.
Okay, so this got alerted, but it wasn't prevented. Why is that?
For the purpose of this demonstration, we've put all of these machines into monitor-only mode.
So that means ThreatLocker is going to alert you when something gets hacked, but not stop it.
Exactly.
Alex, that was a great demo.